He over here rapping with Tyson. Mike Tyson trying to give us some shrooms.
He said Mike Tyson trying to give him some shrooms. Now, I know the name shrooms from the old days. That's a short word for mushrooms, magic mushrooms. So I don't know if this guy is on magic mushrooms or something. I'm not saying he is. I don't know, but he might be on drugs right now, this guy.
He just to me, he looks like one of those, like, you know, those like internet, those kind of like high profile YouTubers that, like, you know, do things for clicks. He doesn't look like he's on drugs, but just like attention.
He looks like he's retarded or on drugs to me.
He should have never gave you his money.
Yo, what made you think that's a good idea?
He said peasants. I think this guy's on drugs. I really do.
Maybe.
Watch this.
Hey, Mike, come on.
Mike Tyson was just in a. Luckily for this guy, Mike Tyson was in a closed space, and he was punching this guy. He had enough of this character.
Mm-hmm.
I can't say I blame him. Obviously, you don't want to do that, especially if you're a person with money and fame. They'll go after you, but unfortunately. But he was punching this guy like this. So standing up, he's like hitting him like this.
Yeah, can you rewind a little bit?
This guy is very fortunate that Mike Tyson either didn't have more space or didn't use elbows on him. He could have finished this guy with elbows if he was doing some UFC type stuff.
Well, if he bit his ear off too, like.
Yeah, let me pull this back.
Call me a peasant now.
Yeah, let me see if I can pull it back a little bit. Here we go. Watch.
Hey, Mike, come on. Let's go stop back. Let's do the horse, man.
Yeah, he backed off quickly.
Now his friend is going to show what he looks like afterwards.
See, like, why is he making this weird face?
I don't know. I wonder if he's making a play for, he didn't press charges.
He did not?
As far as I know, he has not pressed charges at this point.
Okay.
But he might have been making a play for some money from Mike Tyson. He wants to show that he got beat up.
Why? Yeah, because...
Boy just got beat up by Mike Tyson. Turn that way.
Yeah, that's...
Up.
Just
trying to ask for an autograph, man. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, he's just trolling. He's trolling.
Yeah.
He's like...
We do have a problem these days with people who troll each other on the internet. And there's a lack of reality, I think, because you can get away with stuff trolling someone on the internet. You can troll Mike Tyson on the internet. But if you want to troll Mike Tyson in person, you have to deal with his fists.
Yeah.
And see that Mike Tyson, obviously, with all the money he has and the fame and the way that he's tried to overcome that beast inside of him, he's not able to do it yet. And I haven't seen this video before, but he's talking to guys on a radio show who were interviewing him about what happened to Mike Tyson as a young man. And he's going to explain that here. So let me bring that on.
Sometimes people can't take it when people keep saying, you're great. And you're a poverty-stricken guy living in a condemned building with your family, begging for money and food with your family. And they don't see that, but they don't know about this. I'm not great. They don't know these guys bullied me and sexually abused me and stuff.
Okay, you notice that Mike Tyson is talking to these two radio hosts, and he starts talking about people say you're great, but they don't realize I came from this horrible background, right? Which doesn't, he still would be a great whatever, great fighter. It doesn't take away from that. But he thinks of himself as not great. And then he gets into this thing and says, people bothered me, but he got real quiet here. You notice how he got real quiet here?
Yeah, kind of.
He got real quiet, and then he said, I was sexually abused. I was bothered, and they sexually abused me. Listen to the beginning here, he talks, and then listen to how he goes down when he starts talking about what happened to him being sexually abused.
Condemned building with your family, begging for money and food with your family. And they don't see that, but they don't know about this. I'm not great. They don't know these guys bullied me and sexually abused me and stuff.
Yeah, so you see how he went down? He's trying to deal with it, and he's trying to admit and kind of come clean with what happened to him, but he's still embarrassed about it in a certain way. And if you could see his eyes closely, you'll see that he's not really looking at these guys at all while he's telling this.
But I think, is he looking at the guy that's like sitting across from him?
Well, yeah, maybe. There is a guy talking off screen. You're right about that. So maybe he's just talking to him about it, because there is somebody off screen that we don't see. But he is embarrassed about it, and he talks about it very, very quietly because he's embarrassed. He's embarrassed to tell another man what happened to him when he was young.